Hey everybody, I'm here today to talk to you about rollerblade wheels that are not spinning. I'll be going over the easiest fixes to try first in this very simplistic tutorial. Let's get right into this video. I'll be going over 5 easy fixes that you should try first to hopefully get your rollerblade wheels to spin once again. Let's get right into this. I'm going to try and keep it short and sweet. Number 1 is to look to see if the frame is touching the wheel. So as you can see right here, you have your rollerblade wheels and you have a frame. If your frame is touching the wheel with too much force, then essentially it's not going to be able to spin. So if your rollerblade wheel is not able to spin at all or barely able to spin at all, if it's not able to spin, like if it's completely stuck or if it's barely able to spin at all, then look at the frame, see if it's touching the wheel. If it's touching the wheel, you got to loosen it up or get some spacers, which I'll go over in just a moment, okay? Number 2, look at the spacers. If the spacers are worn out or completely destroyed and gone, sometimes they break off and fall off, then you need to get new spacers, ones that fit properly. So essentially between the wheel and the frame on either side, there's going to be a little spacer. Those spacers prevent the wheel from rubbing against the frame or the frame from rubbing against the wheel. If your spacers are broken or worn out, you got to get new ones because them being worn out will cause the frame to rub against the wheel, which will cause the wheel to not be able to spin at all or to barely spin, just spin really, really slowly. I'll give you a good example. This one right here. This is what this one back here. This is what a healthy rollerblade wheel should sort of spin like that, right? This is an example of something that is, needs to be looked at. It still spins, but I can already see there's a lot of buildup of grime and dirt, and I can see there's a little bit of touching of the chassis over here, of the framework. So, you got to look at these kinds of things, okay? So number 2, if the spacers are worn out, replace them. Look and see what's going on over there. Number 3 is to look for a buildup of dirt or grime or debris within the wheels. So I'll show you these. I haven't ridden these. I haven't ridden or rode. I don't know what the correct term is. I haven't used these rollerblades, ridden on these rollerblades, ridden using these rollerblades in a long time. I can't find my words with this video, but we're going to continue because I think I've tried this about 10 plus takes for this specific video. But you can see it's been a long time, but there's a big dirt buildup. I can just rub my finger there and you can see, look at that. So like this is an example of if I were to clean these, they would spin much better. Especially if there was even more dirt, they might not be able to spin at all. So clean out the dirt, grime, and debris that's caught in there because there's probably something caught in there, okay? Number 4 is to lubricate the wheel bearings with your favorite wheel bearing grease. So you want to just generally as a rule of thumb, stay away from the general, lubrications that you would use for like door hinges and stuff like that. You can use them on your wheels, but you want to try and stray away from them and move towards just, wheel grease specifically. Go and look up, what the best wheel grease is that's available to you within your budget and use it on the wheels. It should free them up for the most part, okay? Lastly, number 5, the 5th thing that you can try is to actually rotate the locations of the spacers and the wheels. So if 2 wheels or 1 wheel is not spinning, let's say, then you want to rotate the location of the wheel and the spacer. Try and move it to a different location. If this wheel wasn't spinning and I moved it over here and the wheel was still not spinning over here, then I know it's a problem with the wheel, right? If then the wheel spun over here, but the wheel that I moved to here didn't spin in the original spot, then I know it's a problem with the location of the frame and the chassis and the bolt and so forth. So you can use that to sort of narrow it down, rotate them. Sometimes just rotating them will solve your problem and all of them will spin fine. So that's it. If your rollerblade wheels are not spinning, those are the easiest fixes to try first. If you like this video tutorial, please be sure to give it a thumbs up. Let me know what you think down below as a comment. And of course, be sure to subscribe for more great videos just like this one. And that's all I have for you today. Thanks for watching.